turn to the latest on the shooting death of Grammy-nominated rapper Nipsey Hussle. A suspect is now in custody, and overnight,
Nipsey Hussle's life and the mother of his child addresses the rapper's death for the first time, writing on Instagram, "I am completely lost. I've lost my best friend. We are lost without you, babe. I have no words." Earlier this week, police have imposed a curfew at the memorial site to allow mourners to pay their respects.
Only hours after Nipsey Hussle's ultimately death, many took to the social media to claim that he was killed by the powers that be, mainly because he was working on a documentary about the infamous Dr. Sebi. The Grammy-nominated rapper Nipsey Hussle died after being shot 6 times outside of his clothing store on Sunday afternoon. He was 33 years old. According to a witness, Hussle was killed military style with 5 shots to the body and 1 to the head. This brother was trying to make a change in the neighborhood. What happened? Why is it that somebody had so much influence upon his community gets assassinated? Well, why did Malcolm X get assassinated? Why did Martin Luther King Jr. got assassinated? And everybody else before Nipsey? Because they were going against the agenda. They were going against the code. In this Chronicles, we're going to go inside or behind enemy lines and find out who wanted this man dead and why. Welcome to Nipsey Hussle, Assassinated Chronicles.
I went through my emails yesterday and I found the original email requesting from Nipsey and Rock Nation, requesting to me to set up a meeting with the chief, and I'm going to read it to you. This was dated February 26th. Our goal is to work with the department to help improve communication, relationships, and work towards changing the culture and dialogue between LAPD and the inner city. We want to hear. So takes time to set up meetings. We did. It was set up for yesterday.
long-winded, running through this life like it was mine. Never settling, but setting every goal high. 1,000 burpees on the path to my own destruction or success. But what is a mistake without the lesson? See, the best teacher in life is your own experience. None of us know who we are until we fail. They say every man is defined by his reaction to any given situation. Well, who would you want to define you?
You know, it was a higher purpose, I believe, for what we're doing over here. It wasn't to get in trouble with the police. It wasn't to be a menace to the area. It wasn't to, you know, continue a tradition of self-destruction. It was to build. And so all the obstacles and everything we went through for being misjudged and misunderstood, you know, it didn't stop us. You know, it wasn't a brick wall. It was a speed bump, you know, and I embrace it as you know, the resistance, the gravity of trying to do something great.
You can see the scene. Now take a look at this video. Skyfox overhead in the Hyde Park neighborhood after reports of the shooting, with multiple victims just after 3:20 this afternoon. Multiple sources reporting that rapper Nipsey Hussle, whose real name is Ermias Asgium, was shot and killed. The 33-year-old was shot outside of his clothing shop called Marathon that he opened back in 2017.
Take you now to Los Angeles, where moments ago Snoop Dogg spoke at the memorial service for Nipsey Hussle. Let's listen in.
It's a tough one right here, man. First of all, I want to thank y'all for allowing me the opportunity to speak here today. It's a real honor to be able to appear here and to show love on behalf of my friend, my brother, a great man, a great leader, a great father, a great teacher, and a great friend, Nipsey Hussle. And I want to start off by showing some love to Lauren and Nipsey's children.
In 2018, Nipsey Hussle announced that he was working on a documentary shedding light on Dr. Sebi's infamous trial, where he proved that he found a cure for AIDS. In one interview, Hussle actually stated that he might be killed over this documentary. See, people, he told you, he told us about this. Just like the little young man that said he was going to be sacrificed, and he was sacrificed.
All right, let's say worst thing comes to worst, I fucking die, a tragic death or some shit, and I'm not able to see out my dreams. I at least want to know that the kids perceived my message and were able to make something of themselves and able to take my message and use it and turn it into something positive, and to at least have a good life. I at least, if I'm gonna die or ever be a sacrifice, I want to make sure that my life made at least 5 million kids happy.
If I'm gonna die or ever be a sacrifice,
huh? Michael Jackson, huh? A child. His mind was a child. Became one of the most powerful human beings in the world, and they killed him. And when they killed him, just simple mathematics. He's getting ready to do the big show in London 50 times. And that childness in him, it never dawned on him. So he's insured. This is your show. So the insurance is on you, not the rest of the people. So they had him insured for $1.5 billion. So when they killed him, You mean the Lords of London didn't see them holes in his arm? Lords of London, $1.5 billion, and they didn't see these holes? You know? What's the police chief? He's not police chief of New York. Bratton, whatever his name.
I was thinking Gates, but that's before.
No. And then 4 days later, they go into the house and find this bloody shirt of Michael's, and then understand it's like $450,000 worth of jewelry and cash missing. So white boy said, we got to get rid of you, but we'll ease you out. So then he comes and he works in Virginia, which is called the CIA, and now he's the police chief of New York, a fucking criminal, gangster. That's what it's about.
Well, I thought it was because of the Sony thing. They wanted I believe there was some.
But that's because you don't have the information.
Okay.
Huh?
Okay.
I said he was killed by a laser. Huh? I just told you it was a bloody shirt and the money. Just public. All you gotta do is go look it up. Huh? I didn't come here to find out what you think.
No, I'm just asking about
No, you didn't. You said you thought. I'm not interviewing you. You interviewing me. I don't want to hear it.
Okay.
Huh? But you go do it. I respect who you gonna be. So don't sit here and tell me you thought it was the Sony thing. Huh?
Okay.
What was the Sony thing about? Tell my grandmother.
Well, my understanding was that he was going to get the Beatles catalog. And
He already had it. Huh?
Okay.
He bought the Beatles catalog when his people told him don't buy it. He bought it for $48 million. When they killed him, it was worth $2.5 billion. Huh? Huh? Stuff go on in your house I don't know nothing about. There's a persona out there I don't know nothing about. But when we sitting here with respect for one, I don't want to hear what you thought. I saw the check, nigga. Huh? So I got to sit here what you thought. Who cares? Huh? That's all I'm saying.
I understand.
And then what they didn't know when they came out with the will, his 3 children's name was misspelled. Huh?
So
The day he was supposed to have signed it.
So it's a fake will.
It's a fake will. Huh? That's what I'm saying. Okay? That's all. And so if I was over there and they said, well, what role did Sony play? Oh, you didn't say that. I thought I'm not here because of what you think. Huh?
Okay.
Did Sony have anything? Huh? That's.
Okay, I'll ask better.
No, you don't have to ask that. I don't care.
No, I'll phrase better with the.
No, I'm saying it's already. You already said it.
Okay.
Huh? And you ain't gonna stop that overnight. And I don't want you to stop it overnight. Huh? There's people listening to me that's cleansed when you said what you said. Huh? Because we know. Huh? I told Michael. I got to his house, man. His father called me and said, Michael need to see you. Michael couldn't go up, his dad and mom couldn't go up to the top floor. Huh? So when they sit there and said, when I carried the food up to him, I saw these little boys. Michael knew. Everybody knew him. Couldn't nobody go up to the 3rd floor. Huh? So I go and Orange County, father come back and say, Michael wants you to sit in my seat. I go. So now the trial's over that day. We go home. He holds me, feel like an animal, clawing me. Greg, they're trying to kill me. They're trying to kill you, I know. When the last time you ate, he said, poison me. When the last time you drank some water? I said, okay, here's the problem we got. I got to slip you out of here today and take you to the hospital. No, they'll kill Michael, am I smarter than you? Shut up. What we'll do is get a driver and we're going to San Francisco to see a friend. What he didn't know is once we got out the house, when you saw that H for hospital, that's where I was going. I didn't know where, nobody know we coming. So we go there. 5 o'clock that evening. Michael Jackson. dehydrated. 6 o'clock. At 6 o'clock the next morning, they still putting water in him. The doctor said, thank God for you, because he'd have been dead. That's how dried up he was. Okay? I know him. Huh? I know him. I know what it's about. Not about Sony. He already had it. Already had it. Okay? And so what happened is, when they killed him, them white boys that came in and convinced everybody that Michael had went back with them. Michael had gone back with them. Okay? And so the will said that anybody on this will protested, if you lose, you cut out. That's why Mama, I don't even know where she getting groceries from now. She was cut out after. Now, just go back to the one thing. Lords of London got me insured for $1 billion. That means they give me all kind of checks and they didn't see the holes. Now here's how clever they are. You and the brother, there's first responders. You get there at 10 o'clock. He's out. You don't know he's dead because the call just come in. So you trying to get a vein. You don't know he's been dead since 2 o'clock. So now they tried everything. Now they go get the different chemicals I can put in. That's where the needle holes came from. Huh? That's how clever they are. The folks that's doing it don't know it. They're just trying to bring them out. Got needle in there. Sure, they got needle holes. But that's where they came from. Huh? That's where they came from. Okay? And the old punk doctor, he know nothing about it. When he's on the 911, they say, what's the address? I don't know. He didn't know the address. Huh? This is a game. The most powerful human being on the planet, entertainer. Huh? They say he ain't lost his license. He's still practicing that. It's okay.
So, something fishy there. I think I smell smoke.
Yep.
I think I smell
something like smoke.
Something like smoke.
These people know what's going on when they reach a certain level of knowledge in the rituals in the synagogue of Satan. They see things, they begin to speak against things, they begin to work against things, and they become a living target. Because in order for you to get in the public eye, you have to take an oath. And when you take the oath, you belong to them. And you can't be on their grounds going against the grain.